Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit, but I finally found some time to do a tutorial on this look right here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and subscribe. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to start off with the brows. I'm going to be using a brown Sephora liner to fill in my brows today. This is a Sonia Kashuk brow brush. I got it at Target. It's been my go-to for a while now. I just start off by outlining my brows and then I will lightly fill them in. The key is to use a very light hand. I'll then take my spoolie and just brush through them. This spoolie brush is by e.l.f. To prep the eyes, I'm using the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. This is basically a dupe for the MAC paint pot. I just apply a thin layer using a flat concealer brush. And this brush is from a brand called Quivange. It's just a brand that I ordered off Amazon, and I just started using them, just trying it out, and they seem to work fairly well. I haven't had a problem with them. I'll put a link down in the description box to them. And after using a cream-based product, you'll always need to set it with a powder. Any powder will do, but I'm going to be using a beige eyeshadow from this LA Colors palette. And this is a fluffy eyeshadow brush, also from that Quivange brush set. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to be mixing these two colors together. The colors are called Beam and Silk Cream. They're just great transition colors to start out with. And I will just work this back and forth right above my crease line, basically making a little V on the outside, kind of a large triangle. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Pukey. Just applying it right over that first transition color and blending that all together really nicely. Still trying to create, that little sideways triangle. Then I'm going to take the shade Buns and apply that right on that corner with a more dense eyeshadow brush. This is also from that same brush collection. Just gently tapping that on that outside and working it into my crease as I get less product off of the brush. Going in a little bit darker next, I'm going to go in with Jazz. This is a more deep plum. Just tapping that on that outside, and I'm using that same brush. And next I'm going to go in with this dark brown, and it is the shade Chip. Going to add that on that very outer corner just to deepen that up. And I believe the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M535. Next, I'm going to pick up a flat concealer brush and I'll spray some of my setting spray on it. This helps the eyeshadow stick to that brush a lot better. I'm going to pick up this shimmer purpley color and apply that straight to my lid. to pick back up that fluffy eyeshadow brush that I used first and just kind of blend out that orangey brown shade a little bit more to make sure it's all really blended good, nothing looks patchy. And picking up that Morphe brush again and just touching up that dark purple. For eyeliner, I'm going to be taking my NYX liquid liner and winging it out. For primer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I'm just going to spray one squirt, it's all you need, and I just applied this right into my T-zone, around my nose, a little bit under my eyes, and in between my eyebrows. Just where you have, the most pores, where your makeup seems to come off during the day. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. I really like the way this foundation feels. I'm just going to be applying this with a fluffy kabuki brush. This is one I got off of Amazon also. I don't use a brush that often, but when I do, I will spread the product out and then I will go back over it and just kind of stipple the product into my skin. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Conceal RX. This has become one of my favorite concealers. It's a more thicker, full coverage concealer, but it blends really well. And I am going to do a slight cream contour with this Wet n Wild contour stick. And then I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder and set all of that. And the brush I'm using here is the Morphe G35. This is out of the Morphe Gunmetal collection. And then I will go in with a Morphe G7 and just kind of remove any excess powder. And for bronzer, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Blush and Bronzer palette. And this is a e.l.f. fluffy brush, I believe. And I haven't used this palette in a long time because the shades look so shimmery, but when you apply them to the face, they're not as shimmery as they appear on the palette. So I like that a lot. And I'm basically gonna go over the lower eye with the same colors, like literally the same colors that I did on the top, from the lightest shade to the dark purple shade. Then taking a black eyeliner pencil, just lining that lower lash line. And on that waterline, I'm going to use a cream neutral beige eyeliner. Then taking that second shimmery shade in the palette, I'm going to add a little bit to the corner of my eye and my brow bone for a little highlight. To set the brows, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Great Lash Transparent Gel. This just helps keep those brows in place all day. Applying my mascara, and then we'll go straight into the lips. For lips, I'm going to go a little crazy here and use the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. It dries like a, kind of like a matte liquid lip. It's not kiss proof, but I like it a lot. And the shade is 19, LSCL. For the highlight, I wanted to start out with something a little bit different. I'm going to be using the Desert Sunset Naked Cosmetics loose kind of glitter powder. Just wanted to see how that would work. I wasn't obsessed with it, but it looked pretty good, and I added a little powder highlight on top of it also, and then sprayed with some setting spray, and we are done. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Have a good day.